Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to Teachable Tuesdays with Enjoy Life Ministries. Today is May 2nd, so we're in a new month, the second day of the month, and I will try to hold the Teachable Tuesday sessions on the first Tuesday of the month. I also have some other things scheduled that I'll tell you about a little bit later, like on Saturdays and things of that nature. But let me just tell you about Enjoy Life Ministries. So, back March 14th of this year, I had a very disturbing near death experience. Um, I had an incident where I basically almost died, and the doctor told me, "Hey, you could have died in the parking lot." The incident happened at my job, which of course I work in a hospital, and so I have been off work since that time, recovering. Since then, I've had a lot of other things happen and found out some additional diagnoses, and um, went into a depressed state, and really just thought this world was not exactly what I wanted it to be. So when I was talking with my husband, who he tried to encourage me to enjoy life while I had the time to enjoy life, I thought about something that what would happen if this were indeed my very last time being on this earth, my very last time being able to interact with people, which of course I love. What would I want them to know? What would I want to teach them? What would I want them to know about me? And the one thing I would want for them to do is to enjoy life, enjoy what you have today, enjoy the now, enjoy being present in the moment because we do not know when that time would be up for each of us. That being the case, I said, okay. I've done different ministries. I have another charity. I have another business. I have all kinds of things. And I decided that what I would do was take the time to make some videos where I go places and do things, but also give you information that I've learned and things that I continue to learn as I'm learning physical therapy and how to breathe again and chances of survival and all those kinds of things. Another thing I wanted to do was kind of help people to have a little guide of what's going to go on in the month in the world because I live my life knowing a little bit about what might happen based on certain things that go on. All that being the case, one of the things that we're going to talk about this is May 2nd. May 2nd means it's a new month, a time of change, and new beginnings. May 2nd, 2017. For this month, we definitely can expect for people to be wanting to have freedom of expression. Some people may say things to you that they normally would not say. A lot of people might have new relationships, new things happening as far as jobs, careers, sometimes new health problems, new ideas. It's just going to be a lot of change. If you know that change is coming, you can prepare yourself for it. And you might not be able to stop the change, but you can at least take the time to accept the change. Do what you can to change things into a better way if there is a way to do that, but accept whatever change comes. That being said, one of the things you can do is always focus on de stressing because no matter what, when these things come up, if you stress, it will only make the situation worse. That's easier said than done. So, I want to tell you a couple of things that I try to do to de stress. One of the things that I do is what I did this morning. I did my morning mandatory exercises that I have to do for physical therapy so I can pretty much use my limbs appropriately again. Second thing that I did was my yoga. And then third thing I did was my meditation, which included reading the Bible. And it also included reading inspirational works from a yogi master. I do not limit my learning to one particular item. I try to look for all things that are positive and try to encourage myself with those things that are positive. So then the second thing that I did later on in the day, after I had to go do some things that were rather stressful, is that I accepted the outcome of what was going to happen. And you know what? Once I accepted the outcome of what was going to happen, what I actually wanted to happen ended up happening. So the story goes I'm on time away from work, not being paid. My doctor said I couldn't go back to work. And of course, the time away from work did not approve me to get paid. So I've been off work since March, and they basically have only paid me one time. So this is May. And in that time, I've still done things for other people out of money that I had saved because fortunately I did have some money saved. But I was still kind of upset because I didn't want to have to sue them because I earned this time off. I didn't take off work because I just didn't want to be there. I took off work because I almost died. I took off work because I have to now get my life in order. And I was really stressing out because the deadline was fast approaching for me to appeal the decision. And my doctors had sent in the paperwork over and over again. Each time I called, they would tell me, well, at the time away from work would tell me, oh, we don't have it. We haven't gotten it. We have 24 hours to get it. And last night, before I went to bed, my meditation, I said, you know what? God, I really don't want to have to sue them. I really would like for them to pay me what I deserve. And I really would like for this to be over with. But if I have to sue them, then I'll just bite the bullet and do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, considering I'm not supposed to be under stress, but if that's what I have to do, I'll do it. Today, I made the effort to leave the house, go do all the paperwork all over again, send it back to my doctor so they can send it in. And then when the time away from work team called me, turns out that everything was approved and I'm going to get a lump sum payment to compensate me for what was missing. So that was important because there's a work to be done and you can't do the work without resources. And it's one less thing for me to stress about at this moment. I can focus more on what I've been focusing on is trying to recover, trying to be able to walk without falling, um, trying to do my exercises that I'm supposed to do, take medication when I'm supposed to take it, and trying not to stress. So I hope that you will not stress because it's not worth it. Okay? So some of the videos that will be coming up would be videos about some of the travels as I go places. Sometimes they're just to the park. But a ride to the park when you're in a boot is pretty important. Because when you have a hard time walking and you get to go see the sun, it is rejuvenating. So if you are finding yourself in a stressful situation, maybe you should take a ride or a walk to the park, depending on if you can walk or not. I want to send a special thanks to the universe for the blessings that my family members have received in the month of April. I look forward to my friends and family members receiving many more blessings and gifts in the month of May. Coming up, because I do some things that are charity oriented, donating things to people, I will have a way for you to donate to my ministry if you choose to help me in the work that I'm doing. The work that I'm doing, I do for free. The money that people donate would go to help me get the resources to do the other stuff that I'm going to do, um, such as the holistic health practitioner work that I'm doing. Um, so that's it for now. I thought about telling you guys something else. Um, just take one day at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow because truly you're not in control of it. I've lived much of my life being in control, being in a very powerful position in my job, and um, always knowing which direction I was going and kind of wanted to have control. And this experience thus far has taught me that sometimes I'm just not going to be able to be in control. At this moment, I'm not in control of exactly when I heal. I am in control of the fact that I believe in my healing. I'm not in control of exactly when I can go back to work. I am in control of the fact that this happened for a reason and I have to accept it. Um, some of the topics that we're going to talk about coming up, just so you can know, depression, because that's huge. And especially when you have something happen to you physically, mentally, you tend to become depressed. Some other things we're going to talk about is money, because if you don't have money, it makes it a little bit harder to enjoy life. We're going to talk about things that you could do, like go see a friend and help a friend, and different things that come up. So if you have an idea, you have something you want to know about, send me a message. Go to my website, majestydorset.com, which is MAJESTYDORSETT.com, or send me an email at togethernessmiles at majestydorset. Togetherness Miles is all one word, lowercase. And I would try to respond to you. We will have the Teachable Tuesdays once a month, hopefully the first Tuesday of the month. And if we have some guests who could come on and teach us about a subject, maybe we will do that. Maybe someone could teach us a little bit of yoga. I put some videos up about some of the exercises they showed me for the PT. It won't be very long. The more people we have involved, the longer it would take. No more than 10, 15 minutes, just once a month. You don't have to have any special membership. You don't have to do anything, serve me, call me any kind of special title. We're just going to learn how to enjoy life together. Okay? Love you guys, everyone. Be safe, be well, take care of yourself, and love others. Till next time.